Chud the Builder is cooked. This man is not getting out of jail, hopefully ever.
The judge sided with prosecutors and revoked Etherly's Davidson County bond, citing concerns about the violent social media posts.
He just had a court appearance for his case where he dined and dashed and then got arrested.
Buddy, I didn't get to enjoy my meal. You're kicking me out. I'm not paying.
What did I do? Okay.
And because of Chud's online content, his behavior, harassment of the black community, threats, not to mention actually shooting a black man, the judge revoked his bond, meaning that he has to continue sitting in jail while he waits for his trial to start.
Prosecutors played videos and reviewed social media posts made by Etherly, posted before the shooting outside the Montgomery County Courthouse.
Shots are being shown to have been fired prior to that.
Yes. But I'm Jude. Welcome to the channel. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to sub. Now, let's get into it.
Online influencer Chud the Builder will remain behind bars, accused of attempted murder and linked to dozens of
looking scruffy
violent videos online. Good evening and welcome to News 2 at 5. I'm Bob Mueller.
And I'm Haley Wilkes. News 2's Lexi Wilson explains what happened in a Davidson County courthouse this morning.
Dalton Etherly, better known as Chud the Builder, enters a Davidson County courtroom Wednesday. The social media influencer facing charges in Nashville after he refused to stop live streaming inside a restaurant at the Omni Hotel and then refused to pay. But the hearing today mostly focused on
This dude is his own worst enemy. Every problem he has is self-inflicted. Even what he's in court for right now isn't the attempted murder case. It's the case of him doing the dine and dash where he was live streaming in a restaurant, refused to turn off the camera, walked out, refused to pay the bill, and then got arrested right outside after.
We can leave. Hey, Pajit, calm down. Why don't you go shit in the street?
And then he gets racist and tough with the one person of color that he could, but he does not have that energy for the white dudes.
Why don't you go poop in the street? Hey, man, don't get aggressive with me. We'll get up and leave. Thanks for the free food. Hey,
No,
Bob's
you're
Steakhouse.
So take care of it.
Oh, no, we're not paying shit.
Not paying? I go get the food.
Y'all are kicking me out, or are we staying?
No, you're paying.
Oh, you think?
For what you got, yeah.
Buddy, I didn't get to enjoy my meal. You're kicking me out. I'm not paying for shit. This same one?
Hey, sir, you're under arrest.
What did I do? Okay. Can you lock it?
All that happened just for a week later for him to get arrested for attempted murder.
Dalton Etherly, also known as Chud the Builder, got into an argument with another man outside the Montgomery County Courthouse. A few seconds later, someone fired shots. This video given to us by witnesses show Etherly on a stretcher after the shooting. Etherly has become well known on social media for posting videos of himself shouting racial slurs at people
and then refused to pay. But the hearing today mostly focused on a separate case in Montgomery County. Prosecutors played videos and reviewed social media posts made by Etherly, posted before the shooting outside the Montgomery County Courthouse.
That was always my biggest question. Were they going to use his live streams and tweets in court, which they started doing at his other bond hearings?
On May 4th of this year on X, he posted, "Keep encouraging your fellow blacks to assault me. When you see a chimp with their brains blown out on the timeline, just know y'all did this to your own people."
Because that's really all the evidence that you need against this man. I swear, every time I see that hat, every time I see Chud's cowboy hat on the ground looking lonely, it just makes me die laughing.
They were racist and violent.
So even social media would recognize what he's saying is improper?
Yes, sir.
And improper is a nice word, correct?
Yes.
All right.
During Etherly's court appearance, one investigator on the stand recalled the shooting.
Shots are shown to be fired prior to them hitting the ground.
Shots are being shown to have been fired prior to that?
Yes.
And how do we know that?
I can see, or in the courthouse video, it shows the casing ejecting from the firearm. It also shows the ricochet off the concrete plant.
Okay.
Prior to them hitting the ground.
That self-defense claim goes out the window just with that statement. Even before that, we heard that as soon as the dude approached Chud, because Chud initially said something to him, walked away, the dude approached him, that Chud went in a bladed stance and pulled out his gun to shoot before he ever got hit.
Fox hadn't been hit at that point, correct? You're seeing a ricochet in one casing.
I would assume so.
The court should consider threats his client receives online.
Mr. Etherly has made complaints about people making threats to him, correct? In fact, to the local sheriff's, well, I say local, we're in Davidson County, but to the Montgomery County Sheriff's Department, he's made several complaints.
Yes.
Including people threatening to chop his infant son's head off.
Who is doing that? I don't know if that's happening.
In the end, the judge sided with prosecutors and revoked Etherly's Davidson County bond, citing concerns about the violent social media posts. Etherly's attorney filed a motion to dismiss the charges in Nashville, but that was not addressed today.
Mr. Etherly's looking to being held without bond on misdemeanors that he ought to have been cited for. And he's charged with a resisting arrest that I think even the state would capitulate as improper.
His next court appearance in Davidson County is set for June 25th. Etherly is also facing a $1 million bond in the Montgomery County shooting case.
Keep him locked up. He's a menace to society, a thug, a danger to us all. Keep that man locked up. Chud the Builder has bond revoked by judge. It's kind of like fuck TMZ a little bit too, because they put up his fundraiser like they were supporting Chud. Keep that thug locked up. Facts. Chud the Builder's bond has been revoked after surveillance footage shows that he shot Joshua Fox before he was ever attacked. This bond relates to the $400 unpaid restaurant bill. He has to be thinking and self-reflecting a bit of how dumb he was leading up to that shooting, because everything he's dealing with right now is self-inflicted. Chud still has a $1 million bond in Montgomery County. We did our part. We are waiting for them to raise it to a hate crime. That would be amazing. Chud definitely deserves that, because he was going in black spaces, antagonizing, insulting, and threatening black people, unarmed black people that did nothing to him.
Because I can say it's America. Because it's America.
But why?
Because I can say what I want. Or what? Back up. Back up.
Chud the Builder is so fucked. The video of Chud getting beat up is after he shot the guy, which is why there are no gunshots audible in that footage. There's apparently footage from courthouse security cameras of the whole interaction. He initiated the conflict and is such a pussy he lost the fight to a man with multiple pre-existing gunshot wounds, which is what that officer was just testifying to. Seeing this man's downfall is so sweet. It really is. We definitely need to host a community watch party for his trial. Last week on June 12th, Chud's team tweeted that they had their hopes high that he will be getting out. Chud will hopefully be out next week. The only thing keeping him in is the failure to appear warrant, even though he was in Davidson County's custody the night before court and then was relinquished back into Montgomery County as part of what seems to be a pre-planned plot to keep him in as long as possible. Keep plotting, keep him. We don't need him on the streets. Once out, Chud will be evicted from his home that he's lived in for 10 years. We are looking for a new place to live, as he is now being ordered by the court to report the address of where he will be. Any donations to help fund our move and daily expenses in the meantime is greatly appreciated. They've collected so much money for this doofus. It's insane. This one is already at $45,000, but I've seen multiple gives and goes for this dude. As a matter of fact, the guy Alex Rosen donated $10,000 to a different one.
He went and donated $10,000 to Chud the Builder's bond so that he can be back free on the street.
So I'm hoping to bond him out. I myself am a free speech absolutist, and I just don't think he should be in jail right now. I'm ready to pit Bondsma for
$100,000.
Yes, sir.
Online racists have given hundreds of thousands of dollars to his fool without understanding even the basis of how the law works. They bought into the constant fundraising rhetoric of we need more money to free Chud, coming from grifters who are sitting in jail themselves, and they keep doing it. Chud the Builder supporters, also known as Chud sexuals, are the biggest crybabies on the internet. You guys ship out way more than black people.
When someone ever mentions your Lord and Savior, and you guys really act like you're trying to fuck this guy, strange, right? Absolutely strange. And you say we're chimping out, you motherfuckers are straight fucking Diddy Kong fucking racing chimping out. I'm talking about Donkey Kong country. I'm talking about fucking grabbing on the side of the cage like a little chimpanzee and freaking out, chimping out. Okay, absolutely insane. Knuckle dragging Harambe chimping out. Crazy. Guys, get off his dick, okay? You guys will defend this guy no matter how clear the evidence is. There's first of all, he was at a gas station. He was filling up his car and someone else was recording him and they were harassing him. First thing this motherfucker does is jumps on his phone. Calls the cops, by the way. Oh my God, they're surrounding me. Get somebody out here.
He wasn't great. What he does is start, but then he'll pull a gun out on you since you do something. You got me. But I'm licensed to carry too. We both licensed to carry. I finally ran into him. You got his, I got mine. But he on the phone with the police.
If what you're doing is going around using racial slurs and profanity, that's a little different. Okay, you see what I'm saying?
Like a real bitch. And then the cops showed up, and the cops don't even like him, and the cops are right. Like, dude, just fucking leave us alone.
The fact that Chud was so confident, was really out here walking around thinking he was invincible, that he was going to kill a black person, go viral for it, get rich, and face no consequences. Definitely hilarious when you look at where he is right now. Locked up, finally facing real consequences and real time in prison. Bad day to be Chud, great day to be us though. But shout out to my channel members, thank you so much for supporting it. Thanks for watching. Y'all let me know what you think about all this in the comments. Also, make sure you check out the next video, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram for behind the scenes and life stuff, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.